poverty and dependency as discriminatory barriers are eliminated. Citizens with disabilities in America and in all nations will become producers, taxpayers, consumers, and participants in the full richness of their culture. Every human being on earth will benefit.
The current voting laws in Texas have limited access to the polls. And the people who are most impacted by that are people with disabilities, people who don't have the flexibility of time or travel to get to a poll, who rely on mail-in ballots, or who rely on a caregiver to either take them to the poll or assist them with voting. And the laws have been changed around that. They've made it more difficult in the eyes of the person with a disability to vote.
I've been involved with the Art Spark dance program since its very beginning and working. Felt super creative and super welcomed, and I felt like I became part of this community like immediately, and I was like, this is the kind of dance I want to be doing for the rest of my life.
So we're working with Adapt and with Channel Austin, and we hired a musician, a songwriter, to write a song, and that song has been recorded. We hired a choreographer to come up with a movement, and we're sort of calling it a flash mob. And so what we're doing is we're going to be recording it, the dance at the Capitol, and then putting together a short video that we're going to distribute to Adapt and disability rights organizations all across the country for them to do a little flash mob, Don't Diss the Vote, across the country leading up to the general election in November.
Unfortunately, I cannot vote in America, and I miss voting so much. So it's important that every person has the right and ability to do so. So I think sharing that important part of being a citizen through arts makes it feel like a really powerful combination to me. Oh, this is so awesome! I miss this so much! People are But to show the art publicly is important. So that's why this flash mob also really aligns with our idea of where dance should happen and who should be involved. And then there are principal dancers who have a bigger role in moving and creating content for the flash mob video. And the choreography for the crowd, everyone is going to learn it on that day. And we are not assuming that anyone is a dancer or a professional dancer. So it has to be something that is easy to remember, that it's accessible to people, and that if you don't remember, it doesn't matter. Like the idea is to just actually to create something that looks that it's super fun.
And I mean, I've been voting for so long. I don't even like. I think since I've been 18, like I've never not voted in a major election.
If people don't see us, then they don't think about us. We just disappear, and many people would just as soon have it that way. But if we do that, then we don't get the things that we need and the things that we want, and we get swept aside in society. I've worked in terms of advocacy here at the Capitol for decades, and I can tell you that voting is why we really need to vote in this state.